Hey guys, welcome to another Operation Arsenal match review. Today we are out of the FA Cup after losing 1-0 to Southampton, and it was bad. It was a bad performance. The lineup was wrong in my opinion. I'm going to get into that later on in this video. I think Southampton took this way more seriously than we did. It just felt like we were just throwing out the second team, if anything, which is really frustrating. We got outplayed for the majority of the game. We maybe had a little bit more possession towards the end. I think we actually finished with more possession in general, but we just didn't do anything with it. We made no chances, and when we did get a chance, we were just hopeless in front of goal. There's just a lot to get through in this episode. Frustrating because this is our competition. You know, this is the Emirates FA Cup. Like, come on. We're out in the fourth round. It's over. Some people don't seem to mind too much because we've had such a bad start to the season and that now we can focus on the Premier League and the Europa League. But for me, there's something about the FA Cup. I always feel like we can go far. You know, it's our competition. Like I said, we always seem to do well at Wembley. Why not go for it? You know, yes, another tough season. Last season was the same, but we finished on a high with an FA Cup win, and that's what football's about, lifting that trophy at the end of the season, one of the good ones at least. And the FA Cup is still one of the biggest trophies. So, yeah, I'm sad. Whilst I understand that some people think that it's not too much of an issue because maybe we wouldn't have gone on to win it, and now that we've got less games, it is a possibility that we can focus more on the competitions that we actually need to win. Like, we need to win the Europa League to get Champions League football. We're not going to get it in the Premier League. And we need to do well in the Premier League to not finish in the bottom half, you know? So I totally get it. But we're going to start off with the formation today, which, I mean, I can see what Arteta was trying to do. Clearly, we need to rest a few players. Saka was on the bench. Smith Rowe's not involved today. He needed a rest. Aubameyang was apparently in the team, but had some sort of personal matters to attend to today, like an emergency family matter. I'm not really sure what's going on there. So he had to go back home. So that's why we had two goalkeepers on the bench. Yeah, I get it. I totally get the formation, or the players in the formation in this system. We had to go with Cedric at left back because Tierney wasn't match fit. Maitland-Niles not preferred. I actually think Cedric was incredible in our last game, and he deserved to start today. It's just a shame that he couldn't play on the right side. He came on into the second half as a right back when we made a few changes. I think Saka was dropped into left back at some point, and Cedric straight away just looked more at home on that right side. But he was fine at left back. I honestly think he was one of our better performers today. Gabriel was back in. That was good to see. I was surprised that Holding started, seeing as we've changed so many other positions. I thought he would be another player to potentially get rested today. Leno in goal as well. I half expected maybe Matt Ryan to make his debut. New signing on loan from Brighton. Matty Ryan from Australia. Oh, God, Willian. Oh, where do I start with Willian? Pepe on the right, Martinelli on the left, and then Nketiah up top. Like I said, I get it. I totally get it. But come on, man. This is the FA Cup. This is an opportunity to go far in this competition once again, which we're so good at. And we've kind of thrown it away before the game's even started. Just look at the Southampton lineup. It's their best team, arguably. Some of their best players. And they deserve to go through. I honestly feel like we haven't gone into this with the respect the competition deserves. But hey, maybe even playing the first team, we wouldn't have got a result today because Southampton have been very good this season. They've had a very, very good consistent season up until maybe the last couple of weeks before Christmas. I think they had a big dip in form there. I'm going to talk about Southampton really quick because they've got some players in their team that I think honestly could be moving on at some point, maybe in the summer or next season to bigger clubs. You know, Danny Ings, there's always reports that he wants to go to a Champions League club. He could easily do that. James Ward-Prowse. Let's get a round of applause for James Ward-Prowse. He was man of the match. He was incredible once again. What a season he's having. Diallo. Oh my God, Diallo. What a player. He is exactly what James Ward-Prowse needs next to him. Brilliant combo there. Nice little partnership. I love Bednarek. Fantastic. Ryan Bertrand at left back had a good game, and he's linked with Arsenal. Apparently now that Kolasinac has gone to Schalke on loan. We're looking for another left back, and Ryan Bertrand is apparently on that list. Kyle Walker-Peters, I don't understand why Tottenham let him go. Brilliant player. Honestly, I think Southampton have an incredible squad, so I don't want anyone to think that this review is talking badly about Southampton. I'm purely saying that Arsenal weren't good enough today, and I'm not saying that we should be beating Southampton, because they technically on paper and based on form and the results this season are a better team than us right now, which is crazy. So this is our first loss in, 6 games? I think Arsenal have gone on a pretty nice run recently. We've been playing better football. I feel like we've had a bit more luck. Might as well talk about that handball penalty shout that wasn't given. I don't think it's handball. I know a lot of Arsenal fans think we should have had a penalty. I don't think so. I think if that happens against us, if let's say that was holding and the ball hit his hand, you'd be screaming at the referee if he gave a penalty for that. So straight away, I want to clear that up. I don't think we deserved a penalty. But we have had more luck recently, and maybe that bit of luck that we needed could have happened then. Maybe we could have got a dodgy penalty, but it is what it is. There was one big chance which Pepe set up for Nketiah. Nketiah just, I don't know, man. I feel like that was a prime chance for Nketiah. That's what he's so good at. He's a great finisher. I was saying on stream, and again, thank you to everyone who came out to the stream today over on Facebook Gaming. The link is down below. I feel like Nketiah needs a partner in crime up top. He needs a partner that can get him into better positions. It felt like Nketiah wasn't going to get anything done on his own today. A great striker, in my opinion, is a striker that can make things happen on his own. He pops up with goals out of nowhere. He will, pick up the ball outside the box, have a little run, maybe a little 1-2, and then finish it. And Nketiah, to me, is Ian Wright, Gary Lineker type striker, where without being fed the ball, there's nothing. There's no way we're going to score. It's very frustrating to watch, because I know he's got such potential. I know he's a good player. But without the service, which he wasn't getting today, he just didn't look deadly. And that chance he had was so good. On another day, maybe he scores that. But that's part of the frustrating result, today, that we just couldn't finish. Martinelli had a bit of a slow game. He's clearly not 100% fit yet, and that's to be expected after being out for so long. Pepe was, I think, our best player in terms of creating chances, but still had an off game. Granit Xhaka was average. El Neni, I don't know. How many more chances can we give El Neni when there's a player like Thomas Partey on the bench? I mean, you've got to be wondering why El Neni does still get in. I know Arteta said that he played with El Neni. He appreciates that he keeps it simple and that he's a reliable player, but maybe that's not what we need. Partey came on in the second half, and we instantly had more of the ball. We had more progression with the ball. He would pick it up and carry it forward. He had so many involvements with passing, and he just changed the way the team was playing while going forward. And El Neni just seems to be a bit more of a negative influence on our midfield, because he doesn't take risks. He's not a progressive player. He will play it sideways and backwards, and that's about it. So you can see the difference in the two players. I think going forward, if Xhaka starts, you need Partey. And the other way around as well. I think Partey and Xhaka seem to have a really good balance there. We looked so much better. Saka also came on at that point, and he was put on the right. And this is a big complaint I've got of Mikel Arteta. I think he got this wrong. Not only did he get the lineup wrong today, the changes he's made, I think it was around the 58th, 60th minute, something like that, which is fine. That's a good time to make a change. Clearly it wasn't working. But he decided to move Saka to left back or left wing back, depending on whether Xhaka would sit back as a left centre-back or not in a three at the back kind of build-up. And he decided to just throw Saka down on the left side when he was playing so well at that point on the right. We moved Pepe onto the left side. William was still playing as number 10, and no surprise, was rubbish today. He's actually rubbish. And then Saka was on the right, and he was getting involved. He was automatically improving the side as soon as he came in, and then just threw him at left back. And that really seemed to disrupt that kind of 5-10 minutes that we had where we looked so much better. So I completely disagree with that change. I don't think it worked at all. It really didn't. Lacazette came in, and that was the reason we made the change, I guess. We wanted Nketiah and Lacazette to be up top together. And maybe Arteta feels the same way that I just mentioned, that Nketiah needs someone up there to link up with. But moving Saka was the wrong idea. It just didn't work. It really didn't work. Now, I know Saka can pretty much provide the service that Tierney normally gives us when he's missing. So maybe there was an element of we need someone on that left side to get forward, right? But I don't know. It didn't work. I think Arteta got it wrong today, massively wrong, and it's a big shame because it's the 4th round. You know, that's not a good time to be going out. If this was a quarter-final or a semi-final, whilst it would hurt more, at least we would have seen a first team. You know, a proper selection. I just feel like it was almost an experiment today. I know it wasn't, but that's what it felt like. In other news, I might as well finish this review, with some Arsenal news in the market. So Martin Ødegaard apparently on his way to Arsenal on loan with no obligation to buy, but a potential deal could be struck in the summer to make it permanent. Of course, at Real Madrid, his time is limited. He was incredible at Real Sociedad last season, and it seems like Arsenal have won the race to sign him on loan. Reportedly a 2 million fee as the loan fee, and then of course we'll cover his wages. So I think some people are saying it's going to be between 4 and 6 million to get this deal done. Pretty risk-free. You know, if we don't think it works, he goes back on loan, and if we like him and Real Madrid are okay to sell, then of course we can do a deal. Apparently there's been a private plane that has left a Madrid airport and it's on its way to London. So there are some rumours out there that could be carrying Ødegaard, and maybe this deal is going to go through very soon. Of course, I mentioned earlier, we signed Matty Ryan from Brighton yesterday. He is on loan for 6 months. I don't know if that'll be made permanent, but it clearly means that Runarsson is not going to be the chosen backup goalkeeper. There are plenty of other rumours at the moment. I mentioned Ryan Bertrand. I know there's a Reading player. Is it Olise? I think I might have said his name wrong. There's a Reading youngster that apparently we're looking at. So definitely keep your eyes on the market for Arsenal movements. I think some stuff is going to happen in the next week. Of course, there's only a week left of the window. So if anything's going to happen, it will be soon, or it'll be right at the end of the window, which is when we typically get busy. But guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed my review today. Very disappointing. Really disappointing. I feel like we've gone back to where we were a month and a half ago when we were in that rut, just losing. And we did really well to kind of climb out. And now I feel like we're back there. It's kind of like a back to reality moment, you know. Very frustrating. Arteta, I think, got it wrong today. But also, the performance on the pitch just wasn't good enough.